Hey everyone, welcome to the Hidden Tomb of Akarut. We're back. Yay. Hi. We had a major victory last time we played, and I kind of want to jump in right after that immediately, see how people are feeling, see what the situation is like, see how Tis feels about having been captured, and how they feel about being rescued, and all that good stuff. And what else? Oh, yeah, I forgot last time to give you guys some experience points. So we're gonna say 3,600 experience points to each of you.
Oh, and it's still our 1 year. That's right, because we
It's our
haven't
1 year
we
anniversary
didn't.
too. I know, isn't that
Yeah.
cool?
Oh,
Guys, we've been playing this for a year. Well, yeah, you know, yeah,
that's
cool.
wild.
Yeah, wow. Hey, Mark, how you doing? We miss you. I guess glad you have a job again. Sort of. I wasn't gonna like go into like the horrible part of everything, but having a job, fundamentally speaking, in our current society, it seems like a good choice. So everyone, yeah, it seems largely beneficial. One can make money and take care of one's family and one's children and one's pets and the people in one's life that one cares about and the people that are not in one's life that one cares about. Anyway, hey world. So 3,600 experience. There you guys go. Sorry about that. Forgot to give you guys that last time. So there we are, looking around the wreckage, the statue standing tall in the middle of the room, bent back, holding this massive staff, giving off sort of a light aura of magic. A statue that several of you were climbing all over to get advantage on and attack the undead trolls and try to get rid of the witch in all those good ways. And there you are, Tis, rescued by this group of people.
I just realized if we're in this room with these burners around this statue, and she was planning on sacrificing Tiss, I'm pretty sure she was trying to bring the statue. Like, there's something going on with this statue. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, just like general observation wise, I think that.
Mm, mm.
Oh wait, so it might not have. Yeah.
Would I know any, like, would I have seen any spells like that?
I can't imagine that you would have, but I guess I'll allow an Arcana check. You know what? What teacher of yours went insane and tried to turn themselves into a god?
So that sets the tone for what she was going to do.
Okay. What's the statue made out of?
Seems to be some sort of metallic thing. If you'd like to roll an investigation check.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gold.
Oh. so, how much can we each carry? We want to take like an arm or a few pinky fingers?
Can we even hack this thing apart, though? That's the question.
Gold's pretty soft.
Say what it's meant to be on. Or who it's soft.
Lyra, I can't quite hear you. You're very soft.
Does it have some kind of plaque or inscription that might have anything to give us some information about what it actually is?
Nope. Very tall, though. None of you have seen the top. I know that we can see it on the map there, but you haven't seen the top.
Can anyone draw? Actually, hang on. Do we even have any paper?
You certainly do. You're a wizard.
Oh yeah, of course I do. I forget. Okay, I know Salia has absolutely no artistic skills whatsoever, but can she try and like copy down a vague resemblance?
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you roll a d20 plus your dexterity modifier?
This is going to be a horrible drawing. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's a stick figure.
you weren't wrong.
I have a 4.
Wow.
It's a
This
stick
drawing
figure.
looks like a child.
I mean, we could probably just bring back a piece. It's 70 feet tall, which means that the fingers are probably going to be. Oh god, I can't do that math right now in my head. But it's probably going to be like a few feet in diameter for a finger. So we could probably chop off some fingers, take them back.
Pete, we're gonna get a finger that's as tall as Celia.
Yeah, we'll get the thumb and we'll replace Sally with it.
Oh, thanks, guys. I really feel valued.
It's like we'll put a big hat on it. It'll be our backup plan in case Celia dies in the tomb.
Decorate it with some blood.
We'll splash blood on it and be like, "Go!"
Love you too, guys.
Don't worry, we'll never replace you.
Sis, how are you feeling? Fair enough.
Yeah, she kidnapped you. Did she say any reason why she kidnapped you? Huh. I think there might be something special about you specifically that like people might need.
Mhm.
She used me. It was me.
That's fair. All right. Oh yeah. Wait, were we leading her down here? Okay. Well, I guess we should probably go back up then and just see if we can go restart our expedition. Uh, could I try to climb the statue to chop off one of its fingers to take with us to sell?
Yeah, roll an athletics check.
Oh, alrighty.
Yeah, so you climb up the statue deftly and with skill. Parts of it are slippery, definitely difficult to hold on to, but you manage to get up to like the top and climb up the arm. And while you're up there, you absolutely could saw through one of the things. It will take a little bit of time, probably like 10 minutes or whatever, because they're thick. But yeah, you could absolutely saw through a finger and take it. While you're up there, though, you do notice the blue light in the person's forehead, in the statue's forehead.
Does it look like a jewel?
Yeah.
Oh, that might be far more valuable. Would it be possible to? I'm sure Celia would know more about this than I would. Would it be possible to get her up here?
You certainly could try. How would you get her up there?
Oh wait, do we have rope? We should still have rope, right?
Probably.
Celia, do you have rope?
I do have rope for my snare trap thing spell.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually toss down a grappling hook because apparently I have a grappling hook but no rope. So
Okay, standard. Yeah, I'll tie that. I'll tie it to the hook, and then I'll kind of like look at my shambles of a knot and just look at Tis for help. This is certainly not. Yeah, this is not my area of expertise.
the reason why Tiss is so good at tying knots, it's because he's nautical.
I approve. Good fun. Is good fun. Okay, yeah. So Tiss is nautical and ties a. Would you say sorry? A square hitch. There you go. A square hitch it is. That's more than I know. I know loopy one and normal one. And
Is this the time to say that I teach knots at Sea Cadets as a job?
really?
Yeah. Probably a bowline.
There we go.
I've never really had to do this.
It turns out that using knots to securely tie ropes to elevate people up great heights is not a common usage of the knot.
Yeah, if you're not like
What?
trying to
Dungeon
tie
crawling
knots to
isn't
grappling
real?
hooks, why are you not like? Why are you even learning to tie knots? Like the whole purpose is to become Indiana Jones.
Seriously. So, there's a knot, and you are tied in it, and I think I'm gonna let the nat 20 ride. You are pulled up, still
That's
slippery,
success.
so there's a chance you could fall. But you know,
If I fall, I'll die.
It is 70
I'm just
feet.
saying.
yeah, it is. You got to be careful with that. That's
Yeah, that's like 3 times my height.
yeah, it is. So just bear that in mind. You could die from this.
All right,
So,
what
do
are
I
your
know
thoughts on
anything
the
about
gem?
this gem?
It's blue and it's shiny.
Do I actually know anything about gems?
Do you? Would you? You tell me.
I mean, Zuriel assumed that I do. I think the majority of what I would know would be as a spell component, which isn't particularly useful. I could cast Detect Magic on it.
That sounds like
Yes.
something you could do.
I'll do that.
Okay. Do you cast it as a spell slot, or do you take the time to cast it as a ritual while balancing on this slippery statue?
No, I'm gonna cast it as a spell slot.
It immediately triggers your senses.
Ooh.
Um,
What?
Yeah.
What kind of magic?
Rule of magic is this? It triggers your illusion magic senses.
Now that's interesting. Can I? I'm gonna like knock on it.
Oh, the gem?
Yeah.
So to do that, you have to get close, and that involves like walking on the chest is relatively safe. Walking on the arms less so, but getting up to like the neck and like clambering up to do that, that's very risky. So I need like let's have a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Cool. Zuriel, you see Celia take a bad step. She like sticks her foot in this thing's like jaw to try and get up, but then like she slips.
Could I try to save her?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What do you want? How do you want to do
Okay. Let's see. So how would we have? I think the rope would have probably been tied around the arm, and I don't think I'd be quick enough to tie a knot. Could I just like wrap the rope around my waist and then tuck it in and like like those like not really a knot, but like still holds something type of deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then see if I can jump to get her.
Oh my god, you're gonna
absolutely.
go rot yourself.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
I better make this too, by the way, because I have 6 hit points.
I have 7.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so we see Celia, she slips and starts to fall, scraping down the side of the body, and Zuriel, thinking quickly, wraps the rope around himself and while it's still slacking, he can get over himself, and dives off the statue, grabbing her and simultaneously grabbing the one of the hulking muscles of the statue, and supporting himself with that, and Celia with the other hand, and is able to pull her back up to the chest area.
Okay, that was a bit close. Let's tie actual knots around ourselves this time. Like, yeah, just for safety purposes. Because if that happens again and we don't manage to make it, then we'll be rolling new characters. So.
What the fuck are you doing?
Is there anything else that can help us? Do you have anything in your inventory that would help, Celia?
I have a dagger. And apart from that, I have pretty much nothing. I've got navigator's tools, which aren't particularly useful. Unless you need a compass. I can give you a compass.
I have a burglar's pack and I don't necessarily know what's in it.
Would it potentially have something you could stick in the wall?
Parchment, ink, and a quill.
I might have some. Okay, so this is interesting. It has a crowbar and a hammer. And pythons.
Those are not navigator's tools. That's
What?
a pack.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying burglar's pack.
Oh, burglar's pack. Okay.
Yeah, I have burglar's pack minus the rope. But let's see. So it has pythons. We could technically just hammer the pythons into the gold.
I've just noticed I have an explorer's pack.
Let's see, the oil doesn't help.
Which is not particularly useful. But that's where I got my rope.
Fair enough. So I literally keep
unless
the
you can
rope.
use a bedroll.
A bedroll?
Use a bedroll and like.
Let me think. No, I mean we could technically try to toss it down if like we needed a landing, but that's not. I don't even think that's so shallow. Yeah, I guess like our best bet is to like kind of ice climbers the way up with pythons into the neck of the statue.
Sounds like the best plan we've got. So
yeah,
let's try it.
Yeah, all right, let's go for it.
Yeah, so pounding pythons into gold is doable, but not easy. So I think I need an athletics check again.
Sure thing.
Both of us?
What do you think? Yeah. So this is the point where we find out actually. So you hammer the python in, and it goes right through where you're hammering in the python. And the python just falls into it, and you hear it echo as it falls down the middle of the statue.
Oh, that makes sense, I suppose.
There's a hole in the statue?
You have now put one in.
Can we just punch holes in it and use them as handholds and footholds?
Oh, smart, yeah.
Not a bad idea at all.
If we move diagonally, because if we move straight up, then we'll just make
Wait a second.
really long hole.
Wait a second. you said it was illusion magic, right?
Hmm?
We need to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know exactly what we have to do, and we need to get off of this statue, or at least have something under us when we fall.
Why?
I fully expect the statue to do just like kind of a vanishing act on us or something of the sorts.
Can we go inside the statue?
You know, there might be like, yeah, I think you're right. It might be like a doorway, like a secret passage in the statue, like lower on. But like,
Okay, so
I'm
should we aim
afraid.
for the gem or go inside the statue?
Well, how much soft stuff do we have to land on if like we touch the gem and the statue just fucking up and disappears? Right?
Not a lot.
I'm gonna yell down to Tiss and Lyra. Do you guys have anything? Um, actually, a rope might work. Okay, so
Oh,
this is actually going to take some like muscle mass on your guys' part down below. But if you guys can, I'm thinking more of like a trampoline, like a safety net for acrobatics performers. Like we
I
have a
have a
bedroll.
simpler plan.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, if you throw the rope to us and we attach it to the rope we're already attached to, and then chuck it over the shoulder of the statue, then they can just pull the other side and we'll go up.
Oh yeah, that too. I think the other thing too is like not necessarily going up, but getting down. Like with the statue disappearing, we need a safety net of some sort. Yeah, 70 feet. Yeah. Keep in mind, what,
1d6 every 10 feet.
yeah.
Well, I could Misty Step down 30 feet. So it's a shorter fall.
That's
True.
fair. I mean, if we
I'd
technically
still
just
die.
move the incense burners, right? So here's what I'm thinking. We have 3 of these, right? We're up here. We move them in a triangle down here. We take the bedroll that you have and anything else that's soft that we have, and then we stretch it across like some of the burners with some rope, and then it'll provide like kind of a landing pad zone for us. So that might like at least even if it doesn't work well, it will soften some of the damage. So that way we have no risk of outright dying.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Anything's better than outright dying, so.
So the plan is to just put a stack of bedrolls somewhere?
Well, since the burners are raised in elevation, we're essentially creating a tension between them using the rope, and then stretching the cloth and all the soft stuff over it. So that way the burners take like a lot of the force on the impact of the fall.
Sure. Yeah, I see. So this is like a mechanics tools check. Lyra and or Tiss, you two are on the ground. Are you guys making this? Yeah. Yeah. Lyra?
That's to make that either, but I'll go for it.
Go for it.
It's a straight intelligence check.
Yep. Unless you're proficient in some skill. Ooh, a 19.
Wow.
There you go.
We'll take it. Works for me. Yeah, so you set this up, tie the things around. There's now like a little, I wouldn't call it like a soft landing, but a softer landing potential if you fall.
Okay. So now I'm more fine with climbing the statue and touching the gem.
Oh dear.
Okay. So are you gonna just force your way up the statue, or are you doing what Celia suggested, like kicking footholes into the statue because it's?
Oh, I'm down with Celia's idea. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, cool. So you start instead of climbing up the statue and scrabbling for purchase, actually just poking holes in it to give yourself purchase, and easily make yourself up to the top of the statue. And you look at it, and you see that there's this blue thing, and it gives off a little bit of light from where you are too. It's a weird illumination. It's hard to kind of see in some ways. It looks like it's like bright enough to like cause you problems. You kind of have to look at it from a askance or from a side.
Hmm. So, Cecilia, who's gonna touch it?
Well, Celia has no impulse control, so she is definitely gonna touch it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you touch it, and the light instantly goes out. It's certainly stuck in there a little bit. The texture of it's a little weird. It doesn't feel
Weird?
exactly like a gemstone, like cold and smooth. It has like ridges in it and bumps.
Huh. Does it feel alive?
That's an interesting question. Roll a nature check.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh.
Kind of feels like a walnut, but bigger.
Yeah. uh, um. I don't know what response somebody would have to that. Probably just pulling a face. Can I try and put my fingers around it and try and scrabble it out?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you willing to destroy the statue around it? So you haven't until this point with no repercussions. I'm just curious.
Yeah. We've already ruined the statue.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. So you try to scrabble it out, and your fingers go directly through the statue, and you hear the statue groan.
Oh.
But you've got it.
You hear the statue groan? Like it's about to fall? Oh, great.
Metal bends a little, and as it does, you hear that sound of it.
God, this was such a bad idea. Okay, can I? I'm gonna shout down below. Catch, and then drop the gem.
Lyra and Tis, you two are on the ground floor. Grasslick is there too, obviously. Do the two of you want to try and grab it? Dexterity saving throw. Yeah, you like go for it, and it like clink 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 clink. It hits the stone beneath you. Hard to tell. You don't know what it is.
Okay.
Zero, you're
Let's
feeling
get
the
down.
statue kind of waver underneath you.
Okay, it's time for us to go back down.
Yeah.
We have the arm on a grappling, like on our original rope. So I'm gonna say that we try to swing into the like softer landing. Like we'll let it drop a little bit, but be careful with it.
Yeah, why don't you roll a athletics check? You're grabbing Celia?
Yeah, I'm assuming she's just holding on to her end of the rope because it's tied around her.
Yeah, that's fair. So you're not grabbing her in particular. You are just trying to take care of yourself, but she's gonna be forced to come along with you because you're both tied to the same rope.
Yeah, boy.
There you go. Yeah. Why don't you roll an acrobatics check?
All right.
Yeah, so I think the awkwardness of it being you and Celia and like not working together in some ways, you pull Celia off the rope, and you like try to swing around, but like the weight is just not in the right places, and so it goes in the wrong places, and so the two of you just like the rope sinks down into the elbow, right, and then like pulls on the elbow, and Celia's weight falls down, and your weight falls down, and it just counts as like 2 jerks for the elbow, and the arm just falls off of the statue. The rope goes right through it.
Taking the arm.
And you two are now falling speedily towards the ground. You're not going to hit the pre-planned place to hit.
Are you guys still attached by the same rope?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it possible for me to cast gaseous form
How long does it take?
while falling? It takes an action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, will I allow that? Wait. Technically, it's a reaction.
Yeah, and I am falling.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect to be able to.
Yeah, that would be cool. I like it. Lyra, you sound like you have an idea.
I was thinking of maybe casting levitate on the rope that they're both attached to, because if it can hold up to 500 pounds, both of them together might weigh under that. So then I could slowly suspend the rope, because that will at least slow them down a bit.
Interesting. Levitate a target.
A creature or an object.
Object of your choice. Yeah, that works. Wow. Nice. That was awesome. Slick.
We just
Amazing.
got our asses saved by Lyra.
Cool.
Thank you.
Oh man.
So many times.
So many times. So you guys are falling, and Lyra just sort of casually points, and the rope just stops falling and starts pulling up. And it feels almost like you guys got caught on something. So there's like this lurch as you guys like hit there, but hit as the rope like stops, suddenly jerks. Lyra, and you slowly let them down?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you guys waft gently down like a leaf upon the wind.
You know what I imagine it looks like? You know when you pick up a cat by like the scruff of its neck? And it's just like it looks just all defeated. Like I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like. Is we're just like so thankful to be alive. We're just like completely useless hanging in the air. That's great.
Well, there you guys go. Welcome back to the ground.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's pretty badly damaged. The arm has fallen off. Like the forearm of its right hand has completely fallen off. There's a lot of holes in the neck and face, and some dents and scrapes and bends are lower on.
Well, now we're on the floor, we can just punch a doorway through one of the legs and go inside the statue, if that's what we wanted to do.
Very true. And then we could cut off, if we wanted to take like pieces home, we could cut off parts of the arm that fell. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have everything that we need out of it. Do we want to cut a hole in the leg to see what's inside?
Yeah, absolutely. It dents under your warhammer. Or are you start using the flat side or the pointed side? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and warhammers are great for this because they're like literally designed. They have the back end to like pierce through armor. That's what they do. Yeah, so you poke through the leg and have a hole in the leg. You hear the statue groan again. Oh yeah, it would hurt.
Should we look inside? Just like pop a head in. Okay. I'm just assuming that we could light a torch off of like some of the embers in the ground.
Sure, yeah, no problem.
All right, and then could I just like, would it be big enough for me to stick a head and an arm in, so that way I could put the torch in as well?
No,
Okay.
you could stick your arm in and drop the torch.
That's what
and
I'm worried
hidden.
about. If there's something flammable on the inside.
You know, yeah, you could poke another hole and stick your arm through one hole and your head through another.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I'm ready for that. I'll tell Marcus.
Well, let's see how this statue's doing.
Oh dear.
Statue's fine. Nice job, Tiss.
Tiss is an expert on statue punching.
Yeah, how do you know where to poke a hole in the statue so effectively, Tiss? Do you have like a background in metalworking or smithing or anything like that at all? Oh, it works for me. Yeah, so there's room now. You can stick your head in one thing and your torch in another. Sort of awkward, but you know you can do it.
Alrighty, we're seeing what's inside.
Mhm.
I'm going to do so.
Yeah, so you stick your head inside and you stick the torch inside, and on the inside it looks like people have carved in lots of magical runes. And then in the toe you see a python that you dropped from the head.
Well, there's a friend.
Well, they seem to have carved like the runes in the language of magic.
Oh, see, Leah, get over here. This is all you.
Uh,
I'm gonna give her a booster seat too, considering that if it's a my size head hole, then it's probably not her size.
Yeah.
well, the issue here is that while Celia has been getting much better with her claustrophobic tendencies,
Oh,
being in underground and things, she's still not that fond of small spaces, and this is too much. So I think she's probably going to look at it and kind of just start shaking her head.
oh no. Okay, so I guess our best solution, like our alternative, would be like me attempting to write down the stuff that I see in there for her to transcribe. That cannot go well.
Sure, go for it. Yes, so people stand up. Yeah, sure. This feels like precise movement control, so we'll call it a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, so you're easily able to cut off, let's say, a portion of the thigh. Does that sound good? And as you do, the statue groans one more time before starting to bend. The statue continues to bend, falling and collapsing in upon itself. Tiss, you are underneath it. Yes? Excellent. Yeah, roll a dexterity saving throw again. Give yourself advantage. Yeah. You dodge out of the way, but a portion of the statue does actually land on your leg. You are going to take 3 points of damage, and you fall prone to the ground as a portion of the statue grapples you.
No.
Yep. You're basically caught in its elbow right now. The elbow's the wrong word. In its armpit.
Well, Tiss is gone. We made it all the way here just so that we couldn't save him from the statue. Fortis, I can sometimes hear his voice. Oh, how I miss them.
Nice.
I think we should get him out before we read the slab, but I'm very curious about the slab.
Yeah, so
Salia's
you're able to help.
gonna-
You're able to help to like heaviest thing in the world. It's still hollow gold. And yeah, so you're able to help him out. And yeah, Tis, you have a clean slab of this. Yeah, I mean, so glancing at it, Celia, this is just it's not gibberish exactly. It's more generic. It's a lot of writing like that people use to say like bless this, protect this, keep this safe, guide this, and may it last through all the centuries. Right? It's really weird though because it's written in the language that magic is written in, right? But it's not spells. It's not incantations. It's just the language that magic was written in.
Hmm. So it looks magic, but it's not really anything.
Doesn't even look magic. It's just magical. It's just like so magic has its own language that it uses in Isaim. And the sounds are famous, and and you put things together in very specific ways to have very specific meanings, which then affect the world around them. Like put these words together in this way, and you have a fireball, right? These are the same letters, the same syllables, the same words, but they're not put together in the right way.
Does it look like they were trying to put them together in the right way and they failed, or
Not even a little bit.
That's the worst description I've ever heard. But God, I
The
love
best
it.
description I've ever heard.
Yeah, like I exactly. No, I hate it with a burning passion, but you are 100% correct. The ancient middle-aged moms.
Okay. Is it set out in an organized way, or is it kind of disorganized to the point that it looks like someone's scribbled all over the walls, kind of?
No, this was definitely planned. It looks like language. They're written along what bracers there are, like in pattern. Like it's sentences. It feels like language.
So it's just a bit weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm trying to think of a good comparison. Imagine like if for magic, right? Everything is written in iambic pentameter, for example, right? And then suddenly someone is using the language of magic that has only ever been used, to your knowledge, for iambic pentameter, but someone just sort of was using it in casual, everyday conversational speech.
Jarring.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure he would. Yeah.
We should chop up other bits and pieces of it too for the hand, or at least like see if we can take like a larger chunk to sell.
Can I have a look? You said the arm fell off.
Mhm.
So can I have a look inside the arm and see if there's also script in there?
Yeah. Same thing. Same types of script.
Huh. Okay. We could take a chunk of the arm.
The arm's still holding this big gold staff too.
Ooh. Is the staff made of more solid gold?
Yes, the staff is 100% solid gold.
All right.
God, that laugh says it all.
Yeah, that's my paycheck right here. I am 100% happy with that. I'm gonna see if I can, like, if it's too big for me to carry, to chop off a carryable size of it.
Yeah, I mean it's heavy.
Oh yeah. but good old Grastic. I knew we should have kept him around. You guys were right when keeping him safe. Meanwhile, like an episode earlier, we should just send him in. He'll be fine.
He would have been
You kept
fine.
him alive just so you could use him as a pack horse. Poor thing.
Yeah.
I am terrible towards the child.
So, sorry, this is about 150 pounds of gold in this staff.
Oh my god.
All right. I mean, we could get Grastic carries 2 of us. that's 150 pounds.
Hey, I mean, if you want Grastic to carry this though, how is he gonna also carry us out of here?
I'm not sure
Because-
if we need carrying out. I know you do.
No, I don't. I've got thingamabob gaseous form.
That's true.
Yes.
He's always hungry.
So things never change.
And that's part of his curse though, he's always hungry. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, let me
obviously.
inspect the witch's body. Holy shit.
Yeah. So you go over to her body. There's no body there.
Okay.
It has roll an investigation check for me.
All right. That's terrifying.
There's robes, and there's some stuff. Looks like spell components, like tied to a belt.
Is there any blood?
Yeah. Would you like a couple vials of blood? You can have them.
Hell to the yeah.
I grant you 2d4 vials of blood. 5 vials of blood.
Wait a second. I think I know what's going on.
Hmm?
You said that the gem felt like not gem-like, right? Like it felt like almost alive. Silly?
Yeah, I
feel
feel
like
like
a
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
this is similar texture to it. I mean, if you go pick it up, it fell on the ground, and then we got
Yeah.
holes in the statue, and the statue falling. If you want to go pick it up, you can. Tiss, you're picking it up? Yeah. Yeah, it feels warm to the touch, and as you pick it up, it starts to glow blue again. But it looks like a walnut that is. It fills your hand though.
This is
Wait,
gonna be
wait,
terrible.
can I touch it while Tiss is holding it? Because when I touched it, it stopped glowing.
Yeah, it's still glowing blue.
Oh shit. Okay, because I was like 2 seconds away from smashing it. So you know, like things. Well, I mean, I was thinking like, well, witch is gone, right? That's pretty, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That is terrifying, though, that the witch is still here.
But there's only
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Hold up. I have Sage, and specifically, just because of like the incident that happened that makes me want to kill this witch so friggin' bad, right? I more than likely would probably at least know like a hint about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll allow an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see.
It's a high DC, but not an impossible one. So, have you studied anything like this?
As in Horcruxy kind of things.
More death of powerful creatures.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll give you advantage on that, making that a 17, which is a success. Yeah. It's certainly not unheard of for like witches in particular, but a lot of spellcasters don't like what people will do with their body after they're dead because there's too many things too many useful, horrible magics that come from manipulating the body of someone that is dead. So it's not uncommon for spellcasters to enchant themselves to disintegrate when they die.
Okay. That puts
Have I
me
just
slightly
breathed
at
in
ease.
another dead person then?
Yeah, we have quite the amount of people circulating inside of our lungs.
But yeah, so it's not uncommon. Particularly, I hate to say it, but particularly among people who specialize in manipulating the dead.
Yeah. I see what's terrible is I think above game I may know what's going on, but like below game I don't. So
What do you think's happening above game?
above game, I vaguely remember there being a spell that allows you to essentially just seal yourself off into like a clone of yourself, essentially, that you transfer your soul into their body. So it's essentially like a respawn. Yeah, like it's like I remember seeing it on
I know
the
what
anime,
it is.
the Z
I'm
Bradshaw.
not gonna tell you.
Yeah. And if that were the case, we would be voraciously looking for pots and or containers. But we have no idea. So
Okay, well, on the off chance that she is not dead, I think Celia's first thought would be to destroy the balls. So that if she comes back, she's gonna have to take some time to rebuild whatever was in them.
Yeah, that seems like a great choice.
no.
So you start destroying the bowl, destroying the rituals, destroying everything. Um, and yeah, sounds good to me.
I think the the idea I'm going with, I don't actually know whether this is true, but for her to mend this with magic, presumably all the components would need to be there.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna take a bit of each bowl.
I love it. Yeah, I think that's great.
Oh, yeah, good point. And actually, that being said, where does the river lead to? Is this just like a basin of water, or
Yeah, why don't you roll an investigation check?
yeah, because we can.
River flows though, so it can't just be a bowl.
Yeah.
Must be some kind of fountain.
And I have to pull out my map.
Okay. Not that great of an investigation check. Honestly, I probably should have had Lyra roll. She's the actually.
Lyra, if you'd like to look into where this water is coming from.
Watch me get even lower somehow. It's supposed to be physically impossible. I do have a +6, but I didn't really have that much.
Fair enough. You got my what's it called? Advantage roll.
Hold on. Something is confusing. I am confused. Pardon me while I look.
we just did like the FBI raiding a meth lab type deal on this. Destroy everything, flush it down the toilet. Like, I mean, makes sense. It's just, huh.
This is what I did to my textbooks as soon as I finished my exams.
I do like how we've destroyed a statue that has like says on it that it wants to last centuries.
Yeah.
Probably did last centuries.
It probably did, but I mean,
its time is up. That's all I can say.
Not the eons of time can surpass the willpower of 4 incompetent adventurers. The most powerful magic, the most powerful enemies, probably defeated by Bob Bobbinson, the NPC skeleton. That was 4 campaigns ago. Oh wait, we actually do have it. Yeah. What was the skeleton's name?
Unnamed skeleton bee.
Oh, unnamed skeleton bee. You know what? That's our
Lyra's best friend.
That's our side quest. We gotta find unnamed skeleton bee, and we gotta bring him. Yeah, we'll bring him to the Lich too, because we have to fight the Lich at some point. He's just gaining power at this point. But yeah, we'll bring him to us so that way he can finally have his vengeful battle.
He did say he was going after Akarut, didn't he?
Yep, exactly. So he might just be lost in the tomb, that we could just find him and then show him where Akarut is because he escaped.
Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Wow, I missed something on the map, and it's really cool, and it's really exciting me now. Hold on, I gotta look something up. Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's find it. Where is it?
Terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We should probably take a long rest if we can.
Feels good to swim in the water, Tis. Soothing, as one would expect. But more importantly than that, whoa!
Now I'm scared.
That sounded like a good woe. I think we'll be okay. I mean, I hope so.
Oh, cool. Okay, we can work with that. That's awesome.
While Tis is swimming around, Celia's just gonna like look at how happy he is and kind of just try and like poke her finger into the water to see if it still burns her.
Yep, still burns.
She's just gonna sit there and sigh.
So Lyra, looking around, there seems to be a weird thing that you are noticing, a disconnect of some sort between the base of the platform that the statue is on and the ground beneath it. Almost as if this is like placed here rather than built in here.
Ooh. Can I first like dip my hand into it and try and put it underneath the platform?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a gap?
Yeah. The gap is uneven in many places and not big enough for your fingers through. It's this huge, heavy platform of stone, obviously. But you can like feel your hand go in it, and actually feels like when you get a finger in like a small place here or there, you need to like dig out the rock and mud and stone to get fully in or whatever. When you stick your finger in there, it actually, you feel pressure pushing back against your finger like a jet, like a water jet in a hot tub pool.
Ooh. I think I'll relay that to the group. And do we want to try and destroy part of this platform? Maybe we
Can
can.
you do part of a platform that I'm far away from because I don't want to fall into this water?
We'll aim at the bit you're sitting on. I think. What's the heaviest thing? Can we, like, in the process of, I guess, destroying the pots, can we smash them against the platform? See if that's enough, with enough force, and see if we can fracture it.
Yeah, sure. So you take a big pot and you try and fracture it against the platform. I guess roll a athletics or strength check.
That's not the time to roll on that 21.
Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to understand something that I think I may sort of understand. Yeah, absolutely. You crack the stone platform. It's definitely just like flat slabs of stone placed on top of each other. And so like cracking them is not like cracking them is really impressive, but it doesn't like free up a lot of space. But water starts pouring through it.
I don't really know what we can do to get under it because everything's. If we can barely put a hand in it. Can I like put my rapier, like the blade of it, through it and see if there's anything I can dislodge or move or anything?
Yeah. So you stick your rapier through, and you sort of feel around with it a little bit. There's definitely like pockets of like space underneath there. It's definitely like it's sealed well on the edges, but it's might be hollow in the middle or something. Yeah, and I guess it's not sealed well, but it is on the edges, more sealed. Yeah. Digging might work, I guess is what I'm saying.
I guess start digging. I don't think I really have anything to dig with, so hands are just gonna have to work.
Yeah, it's a fair amount of mud at this point. Mud and dirt that you're digging through and pushing back behind you. But yeah, there's a like small cave underneath this statue, or underneath the remnants of the statue.
Ooh. Nat, do we want to go inside it first, or should we?
I should clarify. This cave is entirely flooded with water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you could swim inside, but it would be swimming, not Yeah.
Is the like hole large enough for me to fit through it now by this point?
Easily, yeah.
I think I have dark vision. Maybe I
From
don't.
Abarak? No. If not, then no.
No. Can I go, swim into it, and then as I'm going, ask one of whoever's got a torch to just shine it at the entrance, so there's some sort of semblance of light that will shine through.
Yeah. So we know that Zerial has a torch. So Zerial's holding the torch for you right now. You swim in there. It's interesting as you swim in there. There's water pressure pushing against you, as if the source of the water is coming from somewhere in here.
Oh, okay. Can I try and stick to the wall and see if I can get a feel for how big the area is? Is it essentially just as wide as the platform?
Yeah, I mean, it's technically a little bit smaller than the platform. The platform certainly covers the whole thing, but it's basically as wide as the platform. And water seems to be pushing out from the center of it. It's hard to see in there with the light. The light is just not doing you much. It's basically dark in there, and you're holding your breath as you explore.
Can I try and apply as much pressure as I can to where I think the source is, and see if it's
the source of the water
plugged up? Yeah.
Yeah. So you start like swimming towards the center of the thing. The water keeps pushing you back. You have to roll. You have to like try and swim through it. Can you roll a strength saving throw for me?
Oh, -1 idea.
Yeah. So the water, like you can get your hand like there, but like it then just pushes you back. You're not feeling like the source yet. But it feels like it's maybe the center, or maybe it's coming from the bottom. It's hard to tell. But you're definitely like you're not able to like figure it out yet.
Okay. Can I stick like a dagger through one of the like anywhere in the wall to try and break some mud or some rocks off or anything?
It's mostly dirt and mud on the bottom part and stone on the top part. I don't think the dagger's strong enough to deal with the stone.
Okay.
Without a lot of leverage.
So I can't like feel anything, like any engravings or anything anywhere, if it's pretty much just mud.
Yeah, no, you don't feel any engravings or anything of that sort. But you do start to feel a burning in your lungs. It's probably getting time to get some air.
Yeah. I think I'll just head to the opening again.
Yeah, so you swim
Try and
back
get
to the
out.
opening and pop your head out and get a fresh lungful of airs.
Yeah. I assume everyone's going to be standing around there, so I'll just tell them that I think the water pressure seems to be extremely high in the center of it. Don't know if that's maybe that's where the source of the water in this entire area is from. Out of interest, is the water flowing? So, like, when we've broken this dirt sort of section out, is the water still flowing out of it? Or is it flowing into it?
It's flowing out of it.
And is the river flowing upstream from where we came from? Towards where we came from, sorry.
Yeah, it's flowing towards where you came from. You had to swim against the current to get here, and you still would have to. And now you would be able to swim with the current
Right.
if you want to leave that way.
So this is almost definitely the source, and then they put something on top of it to, I don't know, maybe
Yes.
restrict the flow.
Yes.
It is like a plug hole. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like there's something else there, but without enough light or anything, we can't have a look at it.
Wait a
At
second.
the moment.
Could you give Celia the dreamer seed and then have her try to touch the water? This is like just a huge hunch. But...
Sure. I mean, I'll do it, yeah.
Okay. Celia is holding the dreamer seed and touches the water. It burns.
All right, now. All right, sorry, worth a shot. I just had that random idea.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's not a horrible idea.
Because, like, it stopped glowing, right?
Currently, yeah, it's not glowing.
Okay, yeah. Damn. Yeah, because I thought it was a dreamer seed that was making the water special.
No, it's Celia.
Poor Celia.
Does anyone else want to hold the dreamer seed?
I think Tiss is the chosen one with it. I mean, he's like the dreamer's set.
That's a
He's
parcel.
getting the dreamer's handbag too. Like we're the dreamer's man purse. So
Yeah, you grabbed it. You used it to stab the witch. Doesn't glow. Now it glows.
could you combine them?
Yeah. No. Nope.
Does the look of Dreamer's Thorn look anything like the kind of staff that the statue was holding?
No.
Ah.
Nice idea though, but no.
Wait a second. So Dreamer's Thorn removes magic on something that it like. Oh. Can you cast something with Dreamer's Seed?
I can identify. I mean, I know the spell. Do you want me to identify?
Looks like the answer to that is no. So I haven't made a spell card for Dreamer's Seed yet, but we'll start with that. It allows you to manipulate people's dreams, not just cast the dream spell, but insinuate ideas. It's an seed.
Wow.
It's giving me some problems. Yeah, it's an inception seed. It allows.
Oh. That could be really useful. Not me.
Not me.
I will happily hold on to it. Sounds like a fun idea.
Yes,
Lyra
our
holds
party
on to all
rogue.
of the important magic stones.
See, I just love how our party rogue is the most morally responsible out of half the bunch. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
this is like I think the most, but like the fact that like your second place is still like incredible.
Not the fighter, not the wizard, the rogue.
Actually, no, Tess, you may actually be second place to Asma. Yeah, no, because when Mochi died, you were on the rampage, but Asma was the level-headed of the party, so yeah.
So
Bless
Tis,
our rogue.
how does it feel to swim around in the water? Yeah. 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 Do you want to try and explore where Lyra was exploring underneath the statue? Underneath the platform? Yeah, I like Lyra, you know. So Tis swims underneath there, and you find the same like big cavern, like small cave that Lyra found, with again increased water pressure coming from the center, pushing outward. From the center of the floor, basically. It's like there's a fountain. Yeah. I mean, that's sort of what it feels like. Do you want to swim forward and try and feel around? Can you make a strength saving throw, please? Yeah. So swimming forward and feeling around, you are able to push your hand. You can't get very far into it, but you push your hand and you feel something that is smooth. There's a hole in the bottom of this small cavern, and the hole itself has some sort of metallic cylinder through which the water seems to be pumping up from far below. I'm going to go so far as to call this metallic cylinder a pipe.
Wow. Now that is true magic.
Yeah. You pop out. It's easy to swim out because the water is at your back. You kind of overshoot.
So
You could actually surf on this if you wanted. Yeah, sure. Done.
if we want to explore that pipe, I if we take a long rest, I could turn pineapple into pineapple the fish fairies.
Oh no.
Yeah, either an octopus or a fish. I think a fish should be better. Like, yeah, but I sleep for 4 hours, so if we take a long rest, then it'll be more than enough time to get stuff in order. I do. I think.
Yeah. I mean, does Glastic need to sleep?
Is there food?
I can make him food.
You have food.
I can make food.
He waddles over to you.
I'm gonna sit down and start making berries, and as I make them, just pass him berries.
Starts eating the berries. And then keeps eating the berries. And keeps eating the berries. And then sits down and says, "Thank you." Is that not wanting food? Is that feeling of like you're gonna explode?
Yeah.
I think I am satiate.
Aww.
What a-
Oh, my tummy hurts.
We're gonna have to
Oh, I'm
do the next episode.
sorry.
Oh, mm, oh, my tummy hurts.
In the witch's bowl.
Oh.
Can Celia whisper back? Does that mean he has no flesh body? We can't turn him back from stone. Oh, poor thing.
So we can keep him.
No, no.
He's useful, like, and he's been very helpful. And you can watch over him.
Yeah, sure. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 It is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting to find? It pours out.
So he's just gonna sigh and stick out her hand.
You stick it into the water.
Yeah.
It is cool and clear and refreshing.
Sawyer looks like she might cry. And then I think she's gonna take a drink because
It's salt water.
oh.
Really sorry.
Sawyer just looks like she's gonna cry again.
Mm. Mm.
Would we have any understanding of like the importance of this, or are we just seeing Tis take water out of his bag and be impressed by it?
I think this is such uncharacteristic behavior for Tis that Zaya would just kind of sit down next to him and like nudge him, just like I'm here kind of thing, but sit silently.
Just the small bag with seawater, you poured some of it into your hands to do this. The bag is full again. Are we going to take a long rest?
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I have no spells left.
Then, as we rest for a long time, we ourselves will take a short rest. We'll be back in about 10. Hey everyone, we're back. Sorry about that. We got into a very interesting and exciting conversation about whether snakes are cute or delicious. Um, but we're back now. Yeah, let's see. Take care of other people is a good thing to do. You should take the time and effort to do that. Seriously, it's impactful and can be meaningful, and is a good thing to do. Also, check out other shows on this channel. We've got a whole slew of shows. We've got normally 2 shows on Thursdays, but it's looking pretty heavily like Thursday evening's going to take its night off. I've got a couple people saying they could use a night off, and you know what? Honestly, so could I. So I'm not going to say no to them. On the other hand, tomorrow we've got our finale for our game of Quest. If you're not paying attention to that game, you are missing out because they are a wild and crazy bunch of people who do all sorts of wild and crazy things. It's great. And then our Sunday game, The Chosen Few, they are about to go on a journey, and I like boats. I cannot lie. And I'm excited to see how the journey goes for them, where they end up, and what that means for everyone else. Because chaos happens. Please. Yes, I think those are great people to help. I'm a huge fan of helping those people. I am knowledgeable of many of those people, and they are going to be suffering right now. Mostly because corporations are rich. Thank you, Marcus, for that. Thank you. So y'all get a long rest. Back to it. Let's crawl through this dungeon. And I'm gonna just grant you the free long rest. No interruptions. What? Nah, you defeated a boss. You get a long rest. Congratulations.
You did it, boys.
You did it. You gained that experience. You defeated that boss, and now you are here. So the statue has been totally demolished. There's a cavern underneath it. You've got this huge, thick golden rod that you're looking at. You're holding the Dreamer's Seed. Gosh, what else do you want? What else do you want to do? There seems to be pressure coming up from underneath.
Do we want to send in the fish ferret? Fish ferret eagle. I'm just imagining like it just doesn't even lose any of the properties of the other ones, so it's just got like wings still, but it's kind of like shriveled up. And poor guy. He's having such an identity crisis.
It's you.
Do we want to send in Pineapple the fish?
I want to send Pineapple away to a loving home.
Unfortunate.
Pineapple starts shivering and just like waddles over and lands on Celia's shoulder and like tries to hide in Celia's hair.
Celia's going to let him and like give him a bit of a pet. Poor thing.
All right, kid, into the pool.
Pineapple flops off and lands on the edge of the stone and looks at you and is like, well, you gonna turn me into a fish or just want me to swim?
Fair enough. What's the cast time on it? Can I?
10 minutes is ritual.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take the 10 minutes.
Oh, our 10 minutes is ritual. Sorry, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you're good.
All right, cool.
So Pineapple hops into the water.
All right, and I'm gonna see if I can communicate with it to, like, see if I can get it to, or actually, I need to communicate with Tess too to figure out where the pipe is. You said it was like directly in where the water pressure was highest. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna head dead center. I'm gonna go into Pineapple and see what I see.
Yeah. So Pineapple starts swimming down the pipe. It's difficult going for Pineapple. The pipe provides a lot of water pressure. But Pineapple's a fish, I guess, right now. that allows pineapple to make their way there. Yeah, they keep swimming down. It's incredibly long. Let's see, how long is it? I have a measurement system here. Do I have a measurement system? Wow, there's no scale on this. Oh no, 40 feet. Got it. So that's 40, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 300. So it's about 300 feet down, but it's through winding pipeways. And there's lots of weird turns in various directions. It's actually like a whole network of pipes.
Huh. Is there an exit anywhere?
Yeah, why don't you have pineapple roll like a investigation check?
Okay.
Yeah, it's incredibly elegant. So swimming down, you do eventually find like a couple different exits. First of all, it seems to be a loop. The river actually seems to begin and end here. There's like through this machinations of this thing. There's you're pushed up on one side and you fall down on the other side. There's a waterfall at the other end. But the real thing that you discover wandering through these pipes, and this takes a fair bit of time, is as you get lower and lower and lower, there's this weird place where there's this air gap that you weren't expecting. And like water for some reason seems to be at the top of the air gap, but not at the bottom. Like gravity is sort of suspended here in some ways for water for a little bit. And you land falling out of that and like landing on the grate. And it's a grate. It's a metal grate. And as you lie there, you feel like it get damp and then the water float up. And so it's almost like raining up. It's probably about a foot what the gap is. Probably about a foot.
Huh. And this is pretty far away, huh?
Oh yeah.
Could I do just see my surroundings a little bit better? Is there?
Yeah. Why don't you roll a perception check?
Okay. Okay.
Wow. You're on a roll. Yeah, so looking around, you can see that this is like a wild network of water filtration, basically. And you are at whatever the source of the water is. There may be another side to this. You'd have to go around though and look for it. It's a little bit out of your way. But it does sort of look like there might be something else over there to check in on.
Okay, so we know what we're looking for, approximately. All right, cool. Yeah, I'd say we just head back at this point.
Okay. Yeah, so you hop up, and it's so easy going back because everything is pushing you in that direction.
Oh, cool. Oh, and we have Grastic holding the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, our payday.
Yeah. So like as you're going up, it's interesting. You feel like you get like scrubbed almost, like there's thin brushes and scrapers and devices that like scrape against your poor pineapple's scales. But it's like it scratches and hurts a little bit, but he makes his way up.
Oh, poor guy. Well, I'll give Pineapple the fish to Emily. Which I guess I'll turn back into a ferret before he like suffocates on land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good. So you pull Pineapple the fish back out of the water, and Pineapple becomes Pineapple the ferret.
Beautiful. Oh, poor kid. I feel so bad.
It is fresh water.
Oh yeah. Wait, we're in a desert.
Interesting.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to try, you can find out. You would know. You didn't. It was a little bit cold, and there's a little bit of like a mild acrid taste, sort of like when water is like next to metal for long periods of time. But no, but it's definitely fresh.
Would it somehow be the same water just recycled throughout the cycle? I don't know how that would work, but magic, you know.
Yeah, roll an investigation check or an arcana check.
That would actually make a lot of sense, yeah.
100%. This is a water system that goes throughout the dungeon. This is the only source of water inside of the dungeon. How it works is a different question, but it definitely generates and creates water.
Nice.
Huh. Yeah. But would we want to do that, though?
Depends whether it's already been through the entire cycle as well, because if we can find some that hasn't been through the cycle, then maybe that wouldn't be dark water. But realistically, it's probably all been through the cycle.
I think dark water may be more valuable than not dark water. You know?
Wait, I remember Matt saying that dark water is just water that's never seen day. Daylight? Is that it?
I did at some point say that, yes.
So could we bottle some dark water and just bring it upstairs and like put it in the sun and see whether it turns into normal water?
Oh, that's a good point. What creates UV rays? Well, yes. Oh, stars. That's actually. I'm trying to.
Let's make a star.
Hey, I mean, it's not the worst idea.
Yes, it is. Well, how would it work? Can we make a star? I don't think that's possible.
I don't think we can make a star, but I think we could make something a little bit more interesting. And this is going to be some pseudoscience, complete bullshit, by the way. Yeah, so
Elves exist.
Just because, like, it's a fantasy thing. Just don't kill me for it. But I'm thinking that if we manage to freeze a crystal that will be able to separate the rays of light, right? Like, essentially that one science experiment.
So we make a prism.
Like a prism.
Yeah. So. Yeah, maybe. I have no idea how it works. Yeah.
Huh.
That's fair. So. All right.
Yeah, because I think we'd need some stronger light than a torch.
True. I guess we should just head back then.
But my stomach hurts. Tummy
It's
out.
still hurting? After a nap? It didn't get better. Aww.
Sure. What do you think you would have?
I could make you something. Yeah, I'm the alchemist. I'm going to assume that the minerals around here are going to be rather chalky, like especially the ones at the base of the statue. So I'm going to mix some of it with some of the water and see if I can create like a very, very, like, there's a lot of minerals in it. So it's going to be the consistency of like, yeah, like it's like Tums, but like if you could imagine drinking Tums, like how chalky that would be. Like I'm assuming that consistency would help.
Yeah, I think alchemist tools plus intelligence.
All right, let's go for it.
So you make this thing. You think it'll work?
All right. I'm going to give it to him and tell him bottoms up, and I hope it doesn't make him explode.
He drinks it. Tummy gurgly. But
Aww.
We can go. And he looks better immediately.
That's the magic words.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I'm ready to blow this popsicle stand.
Where do we go?
I know that we had the exit that led up to the thing. I actually know this. That's so cool that I can remember the map. I know cardinal directions of a place that doesn't exist. But if we go up the river to the left, there should be a alcove that the trolls took us through with the secret passage that goes up, and then we go up around past Onstrusa, and then wait, no, there was another one. Oh no, we went
Yeah,
up.
the
it was this one.
staircase with the
Yeah,
things
I was confused. I was
walls.
thinking it was this one that led up to the main entrance. Yeah.
Sadly, no. But just for the record, just to clarify, 34, this room here, this is the room with the statue in it.
Okay.
That is now destroyed, nonetheless. So Grastic is holding the rod of the statue in one hand, the 150-pound rod. Is he holding anything else?
Celia, do you want to use a gaseous form, or do you want to hitch a ride on Grastic?
I can carry you.
Oh, I'll hitch a ride of Grastic since he offered.
He reaches and picks you up by the scruff of your neck and sits you on his neck.
I'll kind of pat his head. Oh,
so cute.
Starts walking towards the exit. Where am I going?
Good. Oh wait, no, okay, so we're actually going to have to go this way because we have the heavy object. We're going to need to carry it because I don't think we can carry it up this. So we're probably going to have to go all the way down to 31.
Okay. Is everyone else swimming?
Yeah, I'll take a dip.
Yeah, again, the water's flowing in the direction you want to go, so it's supporting you. Anything you want to check along the way? This one going down? Do you want to explore it?
might as well do that since we're rested. Better than doing that when we're not.
Yes, you want to just take a quick gander down there. Let me pull it up for you. Hold on. No, it goes down. Sorry, let me pull it down for you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is perfect. So you guys go and check this out. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
And hold on. Voila. Tis. Somewhere. Will appear on the map. There you go. This. You come down this staircase and you find rooms that you know, places that are familiar. You now guarantee and confirm Brakazak's story. Brakazak did not lie to you. Gasp.
Thanks, Brooke.
It does put you closer on Strusa. It's almost like this dungeon is really interestingly designed. So just to clarify, D is the room where you freed the Lich. Skeleton B was freed from room F. And yeah, this in general is the area that you guys were hanging out in for quite some time.
We don't want to be tied to it. I was like, we don't want to be tied to 3, and then we should probably leave as quickly as possible before anyone notices we're in here. I think so.
Oh yeah. No, I see it.
Yeah.
If we do a big loop. We've got a little ice bridge. So I think we're okay.
So that's fine. Head up towards the Cool. Back up. And whoa. There you are. What? Who would have thought? And then you can go up to Unstrusa's. And there she is. There's Unstrusa. She's right there before you.
Yeah.
Do you think she'll know if the witch is really dead?
Ding dong, the witch is dead. I mean, she has to tell us what she knows, but is she like omniscient?
She's not omniscient, but she knows a lot.
Hmm.
And the rule of thumb was that if you ask a question that she doesn't know the answer to, she says, "I don't know, ask another."
Yeah, okay. It's worth asking anyway.
You know, I've seen the four of you more often than, well, pretty much anyone in this dungeon for quite some time. Almost daily.
It must.
Let us say it is not disagreeable. You have a question?
Oh, I would like a riddle, please.
When one does not know what it is, then it is something. When one knows what it is, then it is nothing.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
When one does not know what it is, then it is something. When one knows what it is, then it is nothing.
What's the answer? It's a mystery.
Can we answer? Like
If you'd like to.
the question itself, like the riddle.
Beautiful. What an exquisite mind you have. You always get these so quickly and so elegantly. Since you have answered, do you have a question?
Go for it, Celia.
Oh, is the witch dead? The witch Briola?
She closes her eyes. I know not if she is dead, but she certainly is not alive and inside. But with the walls of the temple less, well, shall we say, more porous than they used to be, it's possible she could have escaped, but unlikely.
Thank you.
Is there another question to be asked?
I guess I'll ask one.
At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen. What are they?
Stars.
Excellent.
Yeah. What's a helpful one?
I have a question that you might be able to ask.
Sure.
Why does dark water burn me?
I think we already knew that one. It was a dead thing.
Yeah, but like, that's very vague.
I'm assuming it's because you practice a necromantic school of magic. So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, you know what? All right, I got a good question. Um, give me directions to one thing in this tomb that will make the rest of our expeditions easier.
Mm.
What do you seek for in this tomb?
That's a question. I don't really know.
Easier navigation around it.
Yeah, I would say that. Um, something that will give us more mobility, I guess.
Yeah, let me check something. This is not that she doesn't know the answer. It's that Matt needs to think it through and think about what would be most useful to you.
Also, guys, do we know if there's any other objects like Dreamer's Thorn, Dreamer's Seed? Are there any other ones?
Dreamer's Lantern. You have heard of it. Lantern. Fair enough. Maybe I didn't tell you. Maybe I knew it and didn't tell you. Sorry.
I don't remember it, but maybe.
Does Tensor's floating disk count as ground?
Depends on the context, I'm going to say before I answer that question. What's the
Well, I was going to say, if you get 4 people to cast Tensor's floating disk, technically it floats above the ground. So essentially, you could create like a staircase out of them. Like by going one, the other, and one, the other, and then moving back and forth between the platforms.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, looking.
Yes, I know. Well, okay, so I know that specifically because the whole purpose is to get heavy objects upstairs. So, but yeah, that's a quite the philosophical question there. And I feel like 4 people all having Tensor's floating disk available to cast multiple times in a row is probably so much significant effort for like what is technically a ladder. It's just like, why would you do it? Oh, the other issue is you have to recast it. So yeah, unless you're like coffee lock, you can't really make that happen. But it is an interesting idea.
Hold on, sorry. I'm figuring out how things connect because you've asked a really good and compelling question. What is room 126 connected to? 4, 3. Is it connected to 53? Yes. Awesome. Let me double check something. Sorry, everyone. I apologize. When you ask deep
Oh,
questions,
yeah.
I want to make sure I give you deep answers.
We are chilling.
You have done a good job of exploring on a floor in this dungeon. What you have not done well is explore up and down in this dungeon. Your sense of verticality is limited. You should search for secret doors, secret passages that have been in areas that you may have missed, or may have been but may not know. And one of them contains an elevator. Another contains a rope that can sustain and hold itself aloft.
Oh. Well, that's good. We know that we can trust the rope when it comes to it, because wow, we would just not trust that rope. It would be like a whole 15-minute like. So we trust the rope. Rope's looking kind of suspicious. That just saved us like 20 minutes sometime in the future. Okay, so we're looking for an elevator and we're looking for a rope.
For round rooms and things that move.
We've been in one round room before, I think. It was one where you can like. I don't know if we scaled to the top, if we jumped down the bottom of it. I think we've been in one before.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Yeah, I guess we head back to the surface, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could always explore later. Because we're gonna have to go deeper because of Nori.
To the surface you go.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, travelers. It's good to see all of you again.
Later, cat.
I never was, am always to be. No one ever saw me, nor ever will, and yet I am the confidence of all to live and breathe upon this terrestrial ball. What am I? Your knee-jerk response is correct. Yes, the three objects grant immense power individually. They were placed here long ago to shield the world from them, but also to provide comfort to Akarut, where he was buried. The Dreamer's Lantern is what you're missing. The three of them together, well, they have immense power. Of course.
Do you think by any chance she knows where they are on the tomb? Slash, if they're actually in this tomb?
They are in the tomb.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah. to hold them, to bear them. It's an incredible responsibility, too. Keep that in mind. She nods. Okay, what's your route back to the surface, guys? Ice bridge is still standing.
Cool. The doors. Did we
Sounds
leave
good
the
to me.
doors down those stairs?
Yeah, you lift the doors at the stairs. One of them is missing. So there's only one left.
It could have been for Kazak. We could snap the door in half and still use this. That's 2.
You can hide behind me.
All that.
Pinpricks.
I'm perfectly fine with it if he's willing.
Okay. No. I mean, yes, but he would be like there isn't room for him to be enlarged and you all to be next to him. Yes. Yeah. No problem. Sounds good. Yeah, the door is now huge. It's essentially a wall that you're carrying. It's heavier now. How strong are you? What's your strength stat? Yeah, it's not bad. I think you do need assistance though. It's got to be 2 people carrying the door. Either Celia or Zero could help.
I hope.
I'm not the strength one. We do realize, remember that Celia is the highest strength score out of the party, right?
I of course remember
15.
that. I just also I forgot that the Zero was not that high strength too. So yeah,
No,
so
it's-
Celia and Tiss are carrying the door. Grastic is on the other side. Yeah. So just mechanically speaking, Grastic has damage resistance 4, which means that for anything to do damage to him, it has to do more than 4 damage to him. And while there are hundreds upon hundreds of darts, they're all a d4 of damage. So he is immune. So between your careful maneuverings and watching your step and all that good stuff, you guys make it down the staircase successfully. Head up. You're now in the room. And then there's the statues in room 39. Yeah. And not yet. But you'll head upstairs. The garbage room is now no longer a garbage room. You see the temple in the distance there. And the reason you see it is that there are some torches there. Some people are exploring it. But you can ignore them. There's other denizens of travelers in the tomb, I should say. So it doesn't
think
Do we
while we're
recognize them?
carrying- Oh,
They're in
yeah.
the distance. You'd have to go approach them if you wanted to chat with them.
Nah.
We're
Are
carrying
there loads of them?
objects.
It looks like there's about 7 or 8.
So realistically, are there like lots of big groups, or is it mainly individuals that came to explore?
The largest group that you know is Peleus's group, which is about 12 people. besides, of course, Hubert Songshore, who has like arsenals and armies of people at his disposal. But in general, there's sort of like an understanding, and I think it's a fair understanding that going with a group that's too large tends to actually cause problems too, right? You end up just sacrificing. You're more likely to die in a large group than you are in a smallish group, because you're more likely to have someone else trigger a trap that hurts a whole bunch of you. So there's sort of like a diminishing returns. Most people don't travel in groups of more than 8, if that makes sense.
So basically, there's a high chance that this is Hubert Songshore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a high chance.
Right.
It's either Hubert Songshore or Peleus, I'll say. Or someone new that you don't know.
Okay. So basically someone that we don't really want to go near.
Your call. Maybe you want to ambush Hubert Songshore for all the time he's ambushed you. I don't know. But, you know, theoretically, yeah.
What do you guys
I mean,
think?
I'm up for that, but no.
I mean, we are full health, full spell slots and stuff, although the downside...
Yeah, but we also have a massive gold thing, which they would just steal.
Or
yeah,
knock them out
if we
with.
lose. Yeah. Right.
If we lose.
Yeah, let's just leave for now.
Okay, you guys make your way up the stairs, and that moves you to map 1. Nope, wrong map. Oh my god. What map is this? Oh, that map. Sorry. I moved you to an invisible map. Where is... there we go. Here we go. And there you are at this map. And you guys make your way around past the spear trap of so long ago, past the original temple, past the artwork, up into the skeleton room, and out through the top of the dome, making it back to the sunshine.
Feels nice. Free at last. I feel like every time that we go down into the dungeon, it feels like it's so much better just to like leave. Like, I don't know if that's like the right way to say it, but like, man, it is a relief every time we leave the dungeon.
It's because it's getting to the point where every single time it feels like we might die down there.
Yeah.
It's getting dangerous. I mean, it already was dangerous. It's getting worse.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that never happens. Wow.
We actually won
Yeah.
with no fatalities.
I mean, we almost had a fatality.
Almost.
We had a kidnapping.
That is true.
So you guys make it out the top, and down at the base, you see someone. There's like a barrel. Probably these are barrels that are often used for water. People like roll these barrels here and or bring them on carts, and then people use them for water or booze. But this is clearly being used in the wrong way. There's someone, and they seem like they are stuck inside of the barrel. Their little legs are popping out the back, and they're having trouble getting out. A very round, small person.
Can I go and help?
Yeah. Help! I'm stuck!
Are you okay? We're gonna help you get out, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, can we try and pull him out? Or maybe it's easier to just destroy the barrel.
Yeah, so you try and pull him out. He's really stuck. He is definitely bigger than the barrel.
Yeah, okay. Can we like gently break bits of the barrel off trying not to stab him in the process.
Yeah, sure. So you like you use your sword or whatever dagger to like break bits of the barrel off. The metal bracings aren't going to break very easily, but the wood certainly will. And every time you do, like just like a flab of flesh pops out from inside.
Who is it?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
Oh no. We should have gone for. Now we've got World Breaker with us.
That is Zuriel's problem.
It's good though.
Who is it? I can't see anything. Oh, you're the lizard folk. Save me some trouble. Could you help me out here, please? Yeah, the barrel grows. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, I can breathe. And Samo pops out. Again, you see this very short, round halfling. It looks more like a beach ball than a human. And just like is just sort of waddles around and says, "Wow, you did great work there. I should hire you. I cannot tell you how often I get stuck in small objects. It's kind of ridiculous."
Hi, Samo. How are you?
Celia, darling, beautiful, good. I'll go sacrificing people to a dark god.
What?
Oh, is that not what you do?
No, not as far as I know.
Oh, right. Sorry, I confused you with the other one. How goes stealing people's blood and using it to cast spells?
Who are you confusing me with? I'm very curious.
The one that was sacrificing people to the dark god. Or the dark god. And does quote fake quotation marks.
I don't know who that is.
Serope.
Oh, Serope.
That's her name. How do you know her?
We're kind of rivals in a sense.
And are you gonna also start sacrificing things to a dark god to appease your master?
No, definitely not. Not if I have any say in it.
Well, I'll take that. Works for me.
So, how have you been doing? Like, how did you leave the tomb?
I walked out. You
As
were
far
going to
as
go
I
into the
know,
tomb for me. I just turned around and walked out.
wasn't the bridge broken though, or did that happen after you left?
The brooch?
The bridge broke.
The bridge broke. Right. Yeah, that would be a problem for me, wouldn't it? I found a different route.
Okay, sure.
Do you want to insight check that? Yeah, feel free. Yeah. Yeah, he's lying.
Yeah, I'm unsurprised by that. We still don't know his real name.
That well, so.
Well, he just when we asked him his name, he was like, "Oh, you can call me Samo." And we were like, "Can we know your real name?" And he was like, "No."
That's all right. You got it. Well,
Have what? What was it you were looking for again, Samo?
The sword at your hilt, hip, whatever.
Oh, that sword. Can I keep it?
Ah, yes. So your intention is to keep a sword that is prophesied to end the world.
Yeah.
Are you a good person?
Not necessarily. I'm a person, but people are neither good nor evil. So,
Are you a spellcaster?
I guess. I mean, that's a tough boundary to cast, but like, yeah, technically
Are
not
you
like,
tempted by power?
yeah.
I just asked you 3 questions, and all 3 of them you gave the wrong answer. No, you cannot keep the weapon.
But can I keep the weapon until we kill the lich?
Your intention is to use the weapon to defeat Thoxis?
Yes. To be fair, I did answer you honestly.
That is true.
Honest to a fault.
Zerial, it's a persuasion check for you, but I want to give an opportunity for anyone who wants to assist with this.
Fair.
If anyone wants to try and help Zerial on this.
Ouch.
Yeah. I'm very much in favor of Samo taking the sword, to be honest.
You're the one that rips people's bloods out of their spines. Who are you to say? Good.
I never said I was a good person. I just said that I don't think you are either.
Oh, so you're the one with power? I see how it is. That's cool.
Then a straight persuasion check.
All right. Let's see.
Den's not enough, don't worry. He says, okay, you've done me a favor here by bringing me this sword. I understand that you like this sword, but I can't let you keep it. You are exactly the wrong type of person to keep it. You are a not good spellcaster with delusions of ambition. So you can't have it. But I can offer you something in trade.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
Another sword.
And said other sword does
Less than this sword, but also won't kill the world.
Huh.
Sounds like a solid trade to me.
Like, what specifically are we talking? Since you seem to be very all-knowing.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to my shop and figure out what I have to give you. But generally speaking, the items I have tend to be of some use to some people when they need them to be useful. Is there something you'd like besides a sword?
No, I think straight up damage is what I'd be going for. Probably.
I can make that happen.
Yeah. Alright. Just because the rest of my party has now betrayed me, I will hand over the sword.
I'll be back shortly with something for you. And he turns and starts walking away. Just you say something? Fine.
Well, everyone else asked him for something, like when
Yeah.
we bargained for the sword, but I just asked to be his friend, so
Yep.
probably it.
Mhm. You want to know? Well, it's very simple, boyo. I want to save the world. And he smiles. Someone who can cast the fly spell. Roll a persuasion or intimidation, I'll allow either. Though I will warn you, intimidation has a much higher DC. Well, what do you have that could prove to me that you are a good person? That it's not a mistake for me to trust you? Signs from gods or favor of deities or some sort of legitimate proof that you are a good person? Summer looks at it and sniffs. What deity? Which Yemis? Depends on if someone talked to you. I think someone did though. Yeah. Yes, so not the one that goes around assassinating people. Well, boyo, you're with me. Say goodbye to your friends. You're gonna go on a little trip. And Samo just like starts waving at the rest of your friends who are standing over there. And then Samo just grabs you, and you feel a tug in your stomach as you are twirled around in fast circles, and you teleport away. And that is where the episode is going to end.
This keeps getting separated from the party.
Yeah, I take Tiss's cut of the axe.
That's totally fair. Okay. Guys, let's hand out some experience points. So let's see. First of all, we got the Dreamer's Seed. See, we also got the Rod, which is made of solid gold. By the way, that's worth 7,500 gold, which you guys can divide between yourselves in 4, in case you were curious. Yeah.
1875.
Yeah, 1875 each. Thank you, Asma. And let's see. You discovered the runes on the inside of the statue. That is not an easy thing to discover. You also found the pipes and explored them to the bottom. You also recovered Tiss's equipment, which was not given to you last game because I forgot to recover, because you didn't recover the equipment. And let's see. You beat how many riddles? Do we get 3 riddles or 4 riddles?
3, I think.
3.
The riddle.
And riddle, yeah.
3.
3.
Okay. You escaped the tomb, which is always worth something. and discovered that the Dreamer's Lantern existed. Anything else you guys feel like I should give you bonus experience for?
Betrayed by the party.
Oh, sorry. Actually, yeah. Speaking of which, giving the evil sword back to Samo is
Wow. All right.
The fact that it's called the evil sword.
It's
I
called.
feel like we
was-
made a good
What do you want?
decision.
It
It's
was
an
a
evil
good
sword.
sword to me.
It's an evil sentient sword that's prophesied to destroy the world. I don't think we want to just have it lying around, but you guys can do what you want. Although I guess you did. Any other experience that we should? Anything else that we should grant you guys as experience? Oh yes, 100%. Yeah. No, that's its own thing. Good job. Anything else?
About it.
Have you guys? Sorry, I have a note here. Actually, I'm just looking at my notes here. It says that if you guys officially decide to adopt Grastic, I give you experience points. Would you say that you've officially decided to adopt Grastic?
Emily has.
Yeah.
Like,
He's my little baby.
100%. Like, that's something for question
He's like
anymore.
7 times your size.
Yeah, he's my little baby.
Here, wait.
You're
Like-
his little baby.
9 times your size. Yeah. Okay, that puts it at. Sorry, hold on. I have that at 3,240 experience this week.
40,250? Was that 40,305?
Let's check character
I
advancement.
think.
How much experience do we have?
40,000.
42,000.
Sorry, can you say it again?
Oh. I think we started with 40,065. That might be wrong though. I don't know.
That sounds right.
Oh, okay, then 43,305 should be what we get now.
That sounds right.
Okay.
That sounds good to me. And does that include last session too that I gave you at the beginning of the session?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So 43,000. You guys are getting close to level 9. Wow. That's gonna be fun. Cool. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourself and do your best to take care of others as well. It's a hard time to be a person, and as always, I suggest strongly that you reach out and try to support those who need help. Right now, as Marcus suggests, I am putting my focus on gig workers in California. The law that was passed here is not good for them, and it is rough. It's going to continue to be rough for them. It's always been rough for them, but this is actually making it worse for many of them, not better. So please, that's where I'm putting my energy and focus right now. But look at other things as well. Do your best to help the world and make a difference. Make people feel better about themselves and support them as best you can. We do not have a show tonight. We've canceled it. I just checked. Looks like everyone's feeling exhausted and or sick, and so we will not have a show tonight. But I will see you tomorrow for the finale of our quest arc on Which One Do I Roll, and on Sunday for the Chosen Few. Go live good and happy lives and take care of yourself. Call your cat, feed your mom. Bye, everyone.